Kidlit Book Love. I want to talk to you about these two super adorable books for smaller kids, 1st through 3rd graders, for Halloween, Ghoulia and Kitty and the Moonlight Rescue. Both books I recommend, and I'm going to tell you why, which I love the most, and why your kids may love these books. So these are perfect for Halloween or any time of year if your kids are interested in the horror Gothic genre. This is the 3rd video I've made on great books for Halloween for kids as I've been reviewing them throughout the month. So this is Ghoulia, Making New Friends Can Be Scary, includes bonus activities by Barba Cantini. I love this book so much, I cannot even tell you, and I'm keeping this book for myself. There are 2 others, I believe, in the series, and I can't wait to get those as well. So the author does all of her own illustrations and artwork, which is really super cool. So Ghoulia is about a zombie girl. She lives with her auntie departed, and her aunt says she's not allowed to have friends. She can't ever be seen. She has to stay hidden, so she's incredibly lonely and isolated because she's different. And this is a painful thing. So let me read you the back. Ghoulia is just like all other girls, except that she's a zombie. She lives in a haunted manor with her auntie departed and a greyhound named Tragedy, and she dreams of making friends with the kids in her neighborhood. But auntie departed doesn't allow Ghoulia to go outside for fear that it'll scare everyone away. When Halloween night approaches, Ghoulia hatches a plan to make some new friends just by being herself. A celebration of reaching out to those who seem different, Ghoulia is a perfect Halloween treat. I can't tell you how much I love this book. So I'm going to show you the inside first. So first of all, the art is fantastic. So adorable. I mean, I might just like read this book to myself on Halloween, just look at the art, because it's just gets you really in the mood on Halloween day. Making friends can be hard or scary if you're a zombie. So typical for some of the other books I've shown in my videos, they show a little map at the beginning of the, you see it's okay, the different characters, Ghoulia, her auntie, I'll get the sun really beating in the window here. That's Tragedy, the greyhound. These are some of the other characters. You see her auntie in the book playing chess with a ghost. So I love this book so much, you guys. Ghoulia was no ordinary child. She didn't feel particularly different, but compared to other children, the color of her skin was a little odd. She was pale, deathly pale, a greenish-gray color. Her eyes were as big and round as ping-pong balls with bright purple shadows underneath. Purple was Ghoulia's favorite color. Oh, and one last thing. Ghoulia could pull off parts of her body whenever she wanted, as if they were jigsaw puzzle pieces. Ghoulia was a zombie, a perfectly normal zombie girl. So it has, again, the kind of Tim Burton-ish little horror Gothic kind of themes in there, where with the zombie, the monster, the ability to do strange things that are different, similar to Amelia and the Barbaric Ball, which I talked about in another video. I love this. She lived at Crumbling Manor with her auntie departed. So this kind of shows, and what she does with her art is she puts these little quips that points to things like she's showing the reader, she's giving the reader a tour, she's showing you some stuff. So she tells you things like what's what, which is super cute. Like she points here, creaky steps, kind of setting the scene for the Halloween theme. And this is so much fun. So let me see if I can give you an example. Yeah, so she gives you like a room tour. So all these little things she shows you, like Dr. Grimm, Auntie when she was young, me when I was little, my favorite bow. So super cute stuff. I just love it. She has like a little mobile that has, you know, ghoulish stuff. So you see pictures like she's told by her aunt to stay hidden, you can't be seen, or the whole community's going to come after you and hunt you down, like a witch would be hunted down in old Salem during the witch trials. So you see like, oh, a spider visiting the room, and she's looking for an outfit. So she decides she's going to try to dress up more like a what they call a normal living human girl, and maybe then she can go out and make some friends. Well, then of course her auntie stops her and faints because she sees she still looks like a zombie. She doesn't look like a normal girl. So her auntie says no. So this book is so adorable. So then she's out playing in the neighborhood. She hears some kids talking about a night when kids dress up in costumes and they go out and get free candy by trick-or-treating. And so there's a little bit of talk about Halloween over a couple of pages, which I really love that. Then she makes a checklist. I love this checklist, all the things she needs to do. So she gets this idea. She's going to go out as herself on Halloween night, and everyone will think it's a costume, and then she can be like a normal human girl and maybe meet some friends and do what normal kids do. So I thought that was kind of a neat concept. So then there's like some getting ready for Halloween night. Very traditional scenes of old days when we were young with trick-or-treating, which I really like. This was really funny. She's got like her bedroom magazines and books on the floor. Instead of Vogue, it's Morgue magazine or Mogue or something like that. I thought that was kind of funny. So some really cute little quips, very creative. She only reads dark, cryptic things. So she decides, well, what am I going to use to hold my candy? So her dead, I guess it was her uncle, her dead uncle's head is currently her auntie's jewelry box, and it talks and it's alive, but she's going to use that to take her around trick-or-treating, so that's kind of funny. So it's a really cute book. I love this book. It definitely has like some very rich and ripe Halloween, you know, traditional holiday stuff in it, but it has real elements of like friendly horror, you know, like we've got the ghosts, kind of haunted mansion, like Disney's Haunted Mansion, what you would imagine you'd see in there. We got the auntie playing chess with the ghost in there. Here she's trick-or-treating with her uncle's head, and she comes across some friends. They do think it's a costume. They think the head candy thing is something that she just made up. So, you know, they go to a graveyard, they're singing songs, they're doing lots of cool stuff. Her friends all show them what kind of cool stuff they can do, and then she makes the mistake of showing them how she can take her head off, and then they kind of realize, what happens at the end is they realize she's a real zombie, and they're actually glad and happy and think it's cool, and now finally she can be herself and have friends and doesn't have to hide anymore, and now she can be like a normal girl. So she's accepted and welcomed by the group for who she is. She now has friends. They make a pact to keep it all a secret. I'm just giving you a quick run through. And in the back of this book is so cool. Turn the page for some special spooky Halloween fun. So there's some games, activities, some treats you can make. There's some matching games. I really love this book. I can't give it enough praise. Seriously, like, I'm a huge fan of Halloween, and I love Gothic literature. When I was doing my master's thesis, I think I had to read about 25 actual Gothic novels, like the really intense hard stuff. But I've always loved holiday-themed books, so this one I definitely recommend. Can't recommend it enough. This is the other one, Kitty and the Moonlight Rescue, Girl by Day, Cat by Night, Ready for Adventure. This one has a different author than illustrator, Paula Harrison and Jenny Lovely. Kitty's family has a secret. Her mom is a hero with cat-like powers, and Kitty knows that one day she'll have special powers and the chance to use them too. That day comes sooner than expected when a friendly black cat named Figaro comes to Kitty's bedroom window to ask for help. But the world at night is a scary place. Is Kitty brave enough to step into the darkness for a thrilling moonlight adventure? So this book says grades 1 to 5, a little bit older than Ghoulia, ages 6 to 10, quite a lot more words. You know, it has real words. I do like the art in this book. I'm not a huge fan of the book. I mean, this is great Halloween story because there's dress up and, you know, has a little bit of elements of a little kind of very light touch of a horror theme, but the reason I chose this is because it's a crossover of a superhero novel and kind of an adventure novel, because she ventures out on her own and wants to be a superhero, and she becomes this rescuer of cats. That becomes her superpower that she gets. So the art, let me show you the inside. This is what the writing looks like in the art. I mean, the story is very, very simple, and this is kind of tells you who all the different cats are. This is what the chapters look like. You know, you have some black pages. I like how they put the text in the moon. The writing is obviously very simple. There's her mom, the superhero, who's telling her what it takes to be a good superhero. And, you know, basically the mom goes out on her superhero adventures, and Kitty is left alone. She's a human girl, her name's Kitty, and a cat comes to the window and is looking for the mom, who's the superhero, and the little girl says, well, mom's not here, and he needs help. There's some endangered cats, so she goes out and tries to help, and this is how she becomes the superhero. So there's some good-looking art in here. I mean, not as gorgeous as in Ghoulia and even Amelia and the Barbaric Ball. So I'm not a gigantic fan of this book. It was definitely cute. The illustrations are gorgeous. for the type of book. Very black, white, orange, same colors you see pretty much for all the art. Grayscale, a lot of grayscale. So this would be good for a child who is just kind of learning to read, who's been able to read but can read really, really short books. Or this one would take quite a little bit longer to read to a kid. So, you know, and throughout the course of the book, she goes and rescues like 3 different kittens, and one of them is homeless and doesn't have a family, and she takes it home and they adopt it. And so it's a really simple story. She goes on cat adventures, and what I do like at some more orange scale at the back, there's some really cool, super cool, real facts about cats, and I have 3 indoor cats, so that was actually kind of interesting. I didn't know some of that stuff. There's a preview for the next book, and I really like how they did this. Meet Kitty, girl by day, superhero by night. It gives a little glip of each of the 4 books you can get from the series and shows them. So it's a really cute, adorable little book, paperback. And, you know, it was, it was sweet. I mean, all the kitties were in distress. She saves them. She loves cats. It's a nice human-animal story. It has a little bit, I wrote some notes here. There's a little bit of Gothic element. The wind stirred and touched the back of Kitty's neck like a cold finger. Or the terrible howling started, I think it's a ghost. Or she closed her eyes and felt her powers tingling darkly inside of her. Strange shadows emerged from every corner. It was growing dark outside, and a bright full moon was rising over the rooftops. So she's basically, but there's the theme in this book is really bravery and stepping into who you really are, because she's afraid to go out and be a superhero like her mom. It makes her anxious. That's why her mom was talking to her by the window. But someone's in need and in dire straits, which is an animal. She goes out and she helps it. And she has to climb a couple of trees. She has to climb up to a clock tower, and her mom had told her, remember who you are, always be brave. So she keeps telling herself when she has to face a scary situation, remember who you are, always be brave. So there's some nice lessons in there about that. So anyway, this is a cute little book for not quite as Halloween theme, but it has some going out into the spooky night adventure, superhero kind of scenario. So these are my 2 books. If you are interested in both, pick up both. Ghoulia books are about $9 on Amazon. This one might have been about $5.99. So love these books. This is the only one from the Ghoulia books that I looked at that has a Halloween theme, even though they're all kind of, her ghoulish world. One had actually a Christmassy theme, and the other one I don't remember, but I can't wait to get those books, and I will definitely be doing a review whenever I happen to get those books. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. I'll be reviewing more books in the next couple of weeks between now and Halloween, so keep an eye out for my videos.